Hello everyone, welcome back to JDCodebase. This is the web development series. In the previous videos, we learned about the Node.js basics and modules. Now, in this video, we are going to learn something very important for every Node.js developer, and that is the NPM and the package management. If you ever work with the Node.js, you probably saw commands like npm install, npm init, or npm run dev. But what exactly are these? Don't worry if you are completely new to this topic or new to this backend development. In this video, we will understand everything step by step in a very simple way. Now, in this video, we will learn what is npm, what is package management, package.json, npm init command, dependency versus dev dependency, npm scripts, installing and removing the packages, and a small example. So let's start. Now, first question is what is npm? npm stands for the Node Package Manager. Node Package Manager. It is the default package manager for the Node.js. Think of npm like a huge online library of code created by the developers around the world. Imagine a situation like you want to build a server. Do you want to write everything from the scratch, means routing, HTTP handling, middlewares, utilities? These that would take a lot of time. Means writing everything from the scratch by your own. Instead, developers share their solution as the packages, and with npm we can install them instantly. So npm help us to install the libraries, manage the dependencies, share the packages, run the script. This is why npm is one of the largest software registry in the world. Now, what is package? Package is simply a reusable piece of code. Like in programming language, we say function is a reusable code. Same like a package. Either the developers create useful code, publish it on npm so everyone can use it. For example, Express for use for the building the servers, a framework, and React used for the building the UI. Rodash used for the utility functions. Choke is used for the color console output. Now, instead of writing these tools ourselves, we simply install them. That is the power of the package. Means without Express, if you want to write, if you write the backend code, means all the routing, all the REST APIs, it is a huge code, means multiple lines of code, many thousands of lines of code. But with the Express, just with the install the library, and in quick minutes you can build the APIs. Now, what is package management? Package management means managing all the libraries used in your project. For example, installing the packages, update, remove, manage versions. And without a package manager, developers would have to download libraries manually, copy files from into the project, or manage the versions themselves. That would be very messy, right? And npm solve this problem automatically. Now, let's talk about the most important file in a Node.js project, that is the package.json. Package.json is basically heart of a Node.js project. It stores important information about your project like project name, version, description, dependency, script. Every Node.js project usually has this file. Even Node.js means even in the React project, in the backend, in the front end, all of them have this package.json file. A simple example is like this is a JSON file, name, version, description, main. This file help us to npm understand what your project is, what packages it needs, how to run the project. So now let's move to the VS Code and see how to initialize a project. First, make a folder npm, let's say demo, and inside this, and let's move to the cd npm demo, and inside this write npm init. npm init and just press enter. So it asks us the means now npm will ask you some question like project name, versions, description, entry point, test command, git repository, keywords, author name, your name means means your name, license. So now you can press just answer enter to set defaults, or you can write your own description, entry point, or keywords, or author name. And after finishing the process, npm is this okay? Yes. And you will see here npm automatically create a file in your folder, a package.json file, and you will see it inside your project folder in npm demo. Now, but in real project, developer usually use a faster command. They means not just press these enter. They let me show you. Let's delete it and again run npm init -y and just press enter. Now you will see a package.json, the same file, nothing changed in it. The -y is the flag, means yes to everything. It instantly create a package.json with the default value. This is similar to the previous one. There is nothing special in this, even not a single word or alphabet. And this is the most common way developer initialize the project while building. Now let's install our first package. In the terminal, just write npm install choke. Just press the enter, and you will see. And now npm will do three things. First, it downloads the package, and second, it creates a folder called the node modules, this one. And the third, it adds the package to the dependency inside the package.json, this one. See this, when I just press enter, and after finishing all this object is created, dependency object. And this means our project now depend on this package. Now if you see here, node modules folder, this automatically comes when I just install this npm install choke, and all the dependency comes. So this folder store all the installed package. Like you install other package like express, node means other packages. So important things to know that this folder can become very large, even sometimes hundreds of megabyte. That is why developers do not upload node modules to the GitHub. Instead, we upload package.json file to the GitHub, and we just remove these node modules. And other developers can simply run npm install and to reinstall everything. Like if I delete this, see, and also delete this, I have this package.json file, right? How can I again regain this node modules file, node modules folder? Just write npm install, and I get again the both node modules folder and package log.json file. Now if you see here the word dependency, what is it? Dependency are the package required for your application to run. For example, express dependency, wait a second, yes, express, axios, react. So these are the necessary for the application to work. So they are stored inside the dependency object in the package.json. And devDependency means devDependency is another type of called the dependency. These are the package used only during development, means it is only used while developing the while you are writing the code in your computer, in your laptop. And for example, nodemon, ESLint, prettier, testing libraries, these help developers while building the app but are not needed in the production. To install a dev dependency, we run the npm install package name and the -save -dev. Like if I write here npm install nodemon and -save -dev, and yes, I get the dev dependency object here. This is the dependency, and this is the version of this. Now what is the difference between the dependency versus dev dependency? So the difference is simply that dependency required to run the application, it is used in the while when we deploy our backend or front end. These dependencies are used. Dev dependencies only used during the development tools. We cannot deploy these, we cannot run these. And examples are like Express is a dependency because it is used to build the APIs or connection between the front and back end, all these things. And Nodemon is a dev dependencies. This is just to rerun the project again and again without writing the command again. Now npm script. Now script allow us to create the shortcut for the commands like let's say open a package.json file, and inside this you will see a script object, and inside this and this is just a demo test echo. This is nothing, this is by default done. So let's write here start, and here node app.js file. So how we can run a single file? By using the node app.js or the file name. This is a basically a by default command for the running a JavaScript file, but we can write a script here also for development. This is an object, so that's why it's give, and here nodemon app.js. So let's create a file called the inside this npm demo folder app.js, and inside this console.log my node app running. So now let's run here the npm start. So you see my node app is running. So when we run this node app.js, I get similar result. Let's see node app.js. I get the similar result. My node app is running, and same with the npm start. Then why we use it? Means why we use it? And there is one more line, developer dev nodemon app.js, and we can also start our server npm run dev, and see my node app is running. If I want to change something here, console.log, hey, see by using the nodemon, our server is again restart whenever something changed. So see, clean exit, waiting for changes before restart, restart due to the changes, and starting the node app.js file. Means every time when I change something, this restart the server again. And that's why nodemon is a dev dependency, because because this make our work easy. Means I'm not have to write to again npm start in the terminal again and again. Just write the npm run dev, and the servers again start whenever I change the file. And but when we deploy our project, so there is no way to change the means code in that. Just one time you deploy your project, and you give your files, then you start the project, and every time you just run it. So that's why use the starts. This is for deployment, and this is for development. Now how to remove a package? Like I have a package here choke, I have a package here nodemon. How to remove a package? For that, just write here npm uninstall, let's see choke, just press enter. What happened to this? Okay, just a spelling mistake. Npm uninstall choke and press enter. You see dependency array dependency, this is the remove from the package.json file. Also from the node modules it is removed. You are not able to see here the any choke folder. So this is how we use it. Now removing package, installing all project dependency, I already show you how to install. Just press the npm and install. When we means clone the app project from the GitHub, download the project from the GitHub, just run the npm install, and it means npm will read the package.json file and install all the dependency manually, automatically. Now, why NPM is important? NPM is extremely important because it provides a huge ecosystem for packages, easy dependency management, fast project setup, code sharing between developers is easy. That is why almost every JavaScript project today use the NPM. And right now you may be thinking why what is NPM means, how this is too complex or what. When we start building the project by using this express or authentication system or testing the lab means building the APIs, you will see how fast development works in this by using the NPM. Every time we install any packages or any libraries, something this with the npm. So in this video we learn what npm is, what packages are, package.json file, npm init, dependency versus dev dependency, npm script, installing and removing the packages. So these are core fundamental every node.js developer must know. So that is for this video. In the next video, we will continue learning more Node.js concept and tools. If you found this video helpful, like the video, subscribe to JDCodebase and share it with your friends, other developers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.